I'm here tonight with Nick Nichols. Um, what can you tell us about yourself?
Oh, wow. Tell me what, well, as far as the music goes, I've been doing this stuff for, I don't even want to tell that because that'll tell my age. At least, I'll say at least 40 years. And songwriter, professional musician, singer. I've lived in Nashville for about 15 years. I'm now back in South Carolina. I can do everything I need to do from right here. So the music business has changed a lot since I was there. It was changing. That's part of the reason why I left, because it was just not my scene anymore. COVID hit in 21, kind of killed everything, and that's when I decided to move back to Carolina.
Okay. Are you from a musical family? Or?
Actually, I'm adopted, so I have no clue. But I can tell you that one of my adopted cousins, who is also adopted, who we swear we may be brothers. He's a songwriter in the Northeast and a prolific guitar player. He's in the folk market. And he and I stay in touch, write together, collaborate. But I have no musical connection really with anybody else on that side of the family. On either side of my family. Yeah, my brother, my cousin is funny. He still looks a little bit like him, but when he was younger, he was a spitting image of Christopherson. He get women stopping on the side of the road all the time wanting his autograph because he looks like Chris. It's incredible. But Robert's a folk writer, and he's I collaborated on several songs, did some piano work for him, and then I actually recorded and released one of the songs that he wrote about his grandpa Pearson, called Old Wood Shavings. It was on my High Cost of Loving album. Great song. Just incredible song.
If you had a performer tag along on tour, who would it be?
If I could be on tour with anybody, tag along, that's a good question. Probably the one I love is gone. That's John Lennon. But if I had to pick one today, as a musician or as a singer, a writer, or how would you want to view it?
As a performer.
As a performer, I'd probably have to take George Strait with me.
Wow.
Yeah, he's the man. I really like it. You know, I kind of. I know George is kind of not relevant on the charts anymore, but I'd take my buddy Luke Deuce with me now because he's a rising country star, and he's going to be really special. I've been working with him, and we've been producing songs together for about 2 years now, and his stock is rising. Most definitely.
That's awesome.
Great singer, traditional country singer. Kind of reminds me of a cross between Jerry Reed, Johnny Cash, and Dwight Yoakam. Really talented. You should get that kid on the show. He's really good.
Okay. We're going to play your single, You're Real.
Appreciate it.
I see a night star hurling across the heavens, a beautiful rose in the midst of the thorns, bud to life. The snow-covered mountains of Colorado, the clouds overhead as they cast their shadows, and I can't believe how anyone could not believe. You are real, you are here, your spirit surrounds me, you're everywhere in my heart, in the dark, teaches we're the result of some cosmic explosion. While searching for answers to questions that make little sense. 2,000 years and we still haven't learned. The false prophets preachers, our backs are all turned to the truth of the blood on those nails and the weight of that cross. You are real, you are here. Your spirit surrounds me, you're everywhere in my heart. In the dark, you're the light from within that guides me whenever I feel and I fall. That silent voice I hear as you call into me. And I can't believe how anyone could not believe. You are real, but the power of your word and the mercy of your love. Oh, the power of your word and the mercy of your love. Yes, the power of your word and the mercy of your love have overcome this world. That surely love will know. You are real, you are here. Your spirit surrounds me, you're everywhere in my heart. In the dark, you're the light from within that guides me whenever I feel and I fall. That silent voice I hear as you calling me. And I can't believe how anyone could not believe. You are real. And one day there won't be one soul who doesn't believe. You are real. Yes, you are real.
I think that was a great song.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you. I write contemporary Christian music, Christian country, country pop. I've written some jazz, a little bit of everything. No rap. Well, I did do a rap song years ago as a commodity thing for a company party, but it was just meant to be funny more than it was meant to be anything.
What would you do if your audience looked bored during the performance?
You know, I've never had that happen. When I was performing, we always kept them going because I kind of had the gift of working a crowd. You know, we learned a long time ago, you know, you hit them hard and slow them down. Don't slow them. If you hit them too slow at the beginning, they just don't seem to catch on. You know, they like to be entertained. You know, now I'm not Garth Brooks. I won't swing out on a rope right over an audience. But I think you can just get up there and sing your best and do the best you can and just try to captivate them.
Okay.
I saw Alan Jackson one time and he never moved, but he didn't have to.
Huh.
He just, that golden voice just rolled out and you had you spellbound.
What's next for you?
Well, I'm still, you know, I've the rules of music change so much. You know, putting out an album on Spotify anymore is not the way to do it, because if you have one really good song or one song you want to concentrate on releasing, once you do that as an album, you can't go back and release individual songs. So you're better off putting out one song at a time. But right now, my main focus is sync writing. I've got a group of writers that I'm writing with that we are heavy into sync licensing writing. I had one picked up a couple of years ago on the MTV show, The Real World Homecoming. I co-wrote with my buddy who's actually the star of the show. It was the one in Los Angeles, John Brennan. John used to be on Capitol Records. And John and I wrote a song that he actually did it live it was on Paramount. It's still streaming on Paramount Plus. So that's what we're aiming for. The days of pitching to publishers are kind of dead. So music for songwriter these days, you have to find new avenues, and where we found success is in the sync licensing realm. Now I will say, I've been very fortunate. I've got two major label releases this year, both on Universal Music Group. One was released in Europe in January, Mary Duff, and I can't tell you who the next artist is because he hadn't announced it yet, but I know that it's coming out March the 4th. It's going to be the first single off of his first album with UMG Virgin Records. So I had two major cuts in 1 year, and it's just February. So I'm kind of excited about that. It's amazing when you're not trying to do something. It's amazing what happens sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes you try hard and nothing happens, and then you just relax and everything comes to life.
It does. Sometimes you go down, you think, well, maybe I need to go down a different direction, and then something else happens from the direction you used to go down, and everything. But the business has really changed so much. You just have to try to find your niche. You know, you have to try to find what works for you and go with that.
Country music ain't country anymore.
No, I'll tell you, I had one of I just wrote the song, actually. I had a guy in the music business and I connected with that told me, he said, I love the song, but it's too country for country. So I wrote the hook. It's just, I write some of this stuff. I mean, I've written some pop country. It ain't my bag. I can write it, but it's just not, it's too boilerplate for me. There's nothing original. I've told somebody the other day, I said, the signature riffs of music, whether it's country, rock, pop, whatever, a lot of it's gone. I mean, there's nothing there's nothing recognizable anymore. When you heard that song, da 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 da, you knew exactly it was old timey rock and roll. When you heard ba da da ba da da, that signature riff by what's his name, Mick Jagger's guitar, Keith Richards, you knew it was Start Me Up. But even to the piano lick at the beginning of Marina Del Rey, or the fiddle lick at the beginning of Amarillo by Morning, you don't hear that in country music or any kind of music anymore. So it's a new world. This is the new world order of music.
Where can people go and see your videos, music, and
you can find me on, I put some up on Facebook, but they're out on YouTube. You can look up JK. I think it's JK Nichols on YouTube. You can find it on. Find my music on Spotify. I'm on Pandora, Amazon. My book that I wrote, I Am Music the Story, is on Amazon.com. Or you can get it from my website, jknichols.com.
Okay. Well, thanks for being on the show tonight. I really enjoyed it.
Appreciate it, Rich. Appreciate you having me, man. That's great. I appreciate somebody still interested. Know that somebody's still interested in me out there.